Apparently, Wes Welker is athletic enough to go for 8 catches, 131 yards against the Houston Texans. Welcome into the Sporting News Studios. I'm Tom Vandervoort, here to talk with me about Welker, our NFL writer Cliff Brown, who's writing about Wes. And Cliff, what's going on with Wes Welker? This is a guy that a lot of people thought might be phased out this year in the Patriots offense. They certainly phased him back in on Sunday.
No question. Welker is where we usually see him, one of the centerpieces of the Patriots offense and a key go-to guy for Tom Brady heading into this AFC Championship game against the Ravens. And there's no doubt in my mind that this will be Welker's most satisfying postseason and season overall should the Patriots win the Super Bowl. He's a guy, as you mentioned, that early in the season looked like he was going to be phased out of the Patriots offense, was being kept off the field a lot when the Patriots were going with 2 tight ends, and really there was talk that maybe he'd be traded. But once Aaron Hernandez suffered an injury, it opened the door for Welker to get back onto the field, and he has really made the most of it. I spoke with his high school coach this morning about how competitive Wes Welker is. He's a guy who never even wanted to fair catch punts when he was in high school, even when the coach would threaten him with taking him off the field if he didn't fair catch when they had a big lead. He'd be arguing with the coach about not wanting to fair catch. So, hugely competitive guy, always an undersized guy, wasn't drafted, was cut early in his career by the Chargers, but has found a way to become a star in the NFL. And now, again, he is a key reason why the Patriots might be going back to the Super Bowl.
You know, they've been without Gronkowski for a lot of the year, and they're going to be without him again going forward. Does that change at all Welker's role?
If anything, he becomes more important. He loves to work the middle of the field, as we all know, the slot machine, as he's called, a guy who makes these quick cuts, has a real chemistry with Brady, and it's just very hard for defensive backs to deal with. He makes his cuts so quickly, and Brady reads his body language so well that he can get open, and Brady's so good at throwing in tight spaces that they connect so well. So I believe the Ravens, as always, trying to take away Wes Welker is going to be one of their main priorities defensively, but it's easier said than done. And one thing about Welker, too, is his toughness. I know that guys like Ray Lewis and Terrell Suggs are going to be trying to unload on Wes Welker if they get a shot at him coming across the middle, but Welker never seems to get intimidated, never short arms catches. His toughness is one of the keys to his success.
Yeah, no doubt. I was looking at his stats. I think he's only missed 3 games in his career. How about the redemption aspect of this story? I think back to last year's Super Bowl and a catch that was a tough catch, but one I think we usually expect him to make that he didn't make. The Giants end up winning that game. So is redemption at all a factor here going forward for Wes Welker?
I think it's got to be. He's reluctant to talk about that play that happened last season in the Super Bowl, but you know, I was there after the game. He was surrounded by reporters, tears in his eyes, really emotional, said he felt he had let the Patriots down. And even though certainly that wasn't the only reason the Patriots lost, Welker really took that loss hard. And in some ways, he's put it behind him as far as it hasn't affected his play this year, but it's got to be on his mind. It's got to be on all the Patriots' minds. The last 2 trips to the Super Bowl have ended in crushing defeats for them. Now they're playing the same team in the AFC Championship that they played last year to get to the Super Bowl, and the Patriots, once again, are only 2 wins away from winning another Super Bowl. So Welker has to be thinking, I really want to get back to the Super Bowl and this time come away a winner.
All right, we'll see what happens on Sunday. Thanks for your time today, Cliff.
Thanks for having me, Tom.